I would do anything if you could, like, maybe have dinner ready, like, when I get home later.
Can you skip the gym?
And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't do that.
What's going on, guys? It's Bob from Olympusiron. Working out today with Jared and Corey. Corey, you might not be familiar with, but if you follow me on Instagram, he's the guy that I kind of fostered into the gym. He trained with Rick for a little while, who goes to my gym, and you know, me and Corey, I admired that he pushed himself, so kind of took him under my wing, taught him how to deadlift, taught him how to squat. He blew my expectations away. You'll actually see him benching pretty damn heavy in this workout. And of course, you guys know Jared Aries, fitness model slash just a regular model himself, and college frat bro of peace and prosperity. Always great to actually lift with people during tax season. It's such a rare occurrence. Guys, I'm working 9 to 8 minimum Monday through Thursday, and then working 9 to 5 Friday and 10 to 4 on Saturday. So Sunday and Friday night are really go time. You see the trolling gum worms because I was like absolutely almost ate nothing before this workout, just like egg whites and an apple, so I needed some carbs. But guys, I've been so busy. Like Friday and Sunday are the days, and Saturday night are the days really to get shit done and to actually lift with people, because no one's going to lift super early with me in the morning, and Jared will lift at night with me, but you know, he's got schoolwork and he's got shit going on anyway. But the whole purpose of this video is to show that using bands in your chest workout will actually help. And if you have a bad day on bench, or you have a bad day just strength wise in general, I suggest switching to bands for that workout, because in my opinion it turns a very, very stale workout into an amazing workout. Guys, you ever have those workouts where you go into it going beast mode? You're like, I'm gonna fuck shit up, like today I'm going to lift heavy-ass weight, and you just don't, guys. You just don't lift the weight. It doesn't get where it needs to be, and you get discouraged, and then you start cutting corners, and you start, oh, you know, it's just a bad day. I'll chalk it up to just being a bad day, and you miss out on that motivation, mental motivation. Guys, it's so important to have the right mentality in the gym, and if your body doesn't perform the way you anticipated, a lot of people don't take it the right way, and even people that always take it the right way have their bad days too. You're allowed to have bad days, but in my opinion, this chest day, which went good up until I got above 275, really, like, that discouraged me. I was discouraged after this 275, and I said to Jared, let's go band work, you know, because that has always been a way for me to kind of jump back in the saddle when I'm down on a lift. So I wasn't confident about this. Like, I thought I was going to crank out, you know, 3 or 4 of these bitches, and I got barely 2. Like this one, I started pausing it or whatever. I don't know what the issue was. I don't know what the setup, not enough rest time. There's so many factors that I could actually attribute this to, but it would just be excuse making, guys, and that's not what I'm about. I'm more about doing shit, not just saying shit, and that's what you guys should be about as well. Jared's actually being a lot more consistent in the gym as well. It's tough for him with his studies, and he's in a fraternity, so obviously the partying, I mean, it's tough for all that stuff not to get in the way sometimes. But this is the band setup we used. Now, I was going to offer you guys a discount on MyProtein, but since they're being you know what, and my discount code expired for some reason, I would say get these bands at EliteFTS.com. They're the mini bands. Don't get the thicker ones because they're not as easily manipulated, guys. This is a big mistake people make, is they'll get this super thick band and they can only use it for bench or whatever. And most of the times your gyms won't even have the setup that you can use a thicker bench. a thicker band. So these bands are the most manipulative. You can actually like fold them twice, put them through each other. You kind of got to be an engineer when you're doing it. As you see our setup, you know, luckily Jared's going to school for engineering, so he always sets these crazy things up for me. But in this particular exercise, it's making the effort on the bench harder through the lockout, and in my opinion it actually helps me squeeze my chest harder, and that mind muscle connection, especially if you don't have it, if you're a beginner, it helps you connect that mind muscle. And for me, it gets a huge pump in my chest, very sore. It feels like I'm exhausting all the fibers in my chest. This is probably my favorite way to use the bands. The next exercise that we did with the bands is a little more unorthodox, something that I just recently started doing with Jared, and that's the incline banded bench press. And it's from the top, meaning that the bands are coming down and actually making making the motion out of the hole a lot easier. So you'll see that in the next clip. We did a lot of sets of these guys, and you really have to push. You have to squeeze hard, and you got to dig deep for those reps. And the best thing that I can suggest to you guys is don't overshoot this. I mean, 135 was heavy for us. You know, 155 was heavy. 185 was like, if you're only going to do a couple reps, it's not worth it. You know, stick to 8 to 12, a weight that you can do that. So here is the setup that we have for the incline bench. And it allows me to do 225, which is not realistic in real life. I guess that's what realistic means, Bob. So I set a goal for myself to do 8 of these. Now, here's the thing that I'm saying. When I say train like a god, it might seem like I'm being pompous, that I'm saying that I'm a god or anything like that. This is what training like the god is. I can't get 225 for 8 every time. I got it for the first set. Second set, I got it for 7. Third set, I got it for 6. But for those second and third sets, I did drop sets, guys. That means that, you know, I wasn't done with my set. Training like a god doesn't mean you got to be a pompous asshole. Training like a god means that you're going to take your set, and if you don't reach your goals, you're going to make up for it. You know, you owe the arena blood, and you're going to spill it. You're going to give the arena what it needs. So that's what I suggest to everyone is, like, if you can't get the reps that you're shooting for, either drop the weight and rep out a weight you can do, like a drop set, or do a superset. Throw something in there, make it more intense, and it really jostles up your workout too, and kind of like forces you. You know, if you don't get this last rep, you owe it to yourself and to the gods of Olympus to go to that next exercise and burn out and really push yourself. And that's what takes you to the next level. So I hope you like this ranting style, whatever I had, and make sure to subscribe, guys.